Ever wondered why something you said to a woman seemed to upset her? This is pretty common. As a guy, you might find understanding women a bit tricky. Sometimes men can be a bit clueless about what to say to women. Sure, you guys are great at many things and can achieve amazing feats, but figuring out the right words for a woman? That's not always your strong suit. It's even more crucial to know what you shouldn't say. Avoiding the wrong words is key to not ruining your chances with her. We're here to help by sharing 9 things you should never say to women. Stick with us till the end of this video, and you'll master the art of conversation to charm your dream girl. Before we dive in, don't forget to click the subscribe button on my channel. That way, you won't miss out on any awesome videos I've got lined up. Okay, let's jump right into it. Number 9, that time of the month. You should never ask a girl about that time of the month. It's true that women experience various changes during the month due to their hormonal cycle, and it affects each woman in different ways. But asking about it, especially if she seems more emotional, is really insulting. It might be the cause of her mood, but bringing it up is a bad idea for you. It's pretty immature and ignorant to assume that a woman's bad day is always due to her hormones. Men have hormonal changes too. It's a scientific fact. But how would you feel if someone ignored your feelings or opinions just because of your hormones? It's not cool. These kinds of comments are really off-putting for women. Number 8, the tired or sick look. Avoid making comments about her appearance, especially negative ones. Never tell her she looks tired or sick. Women are often very aware of how they look, partly because society puts a lot of emphasis on their appearance. Think about how you'd feel in the same situation. What if someone told you that you look awful today, or asked if you're sick? Comments like these are not going to be taken well. She might not show her annoyance just to be polite, but you should know that such remarks can really turn women off. Nobody likes to be told they're not looking their best. Most likely, they already know how they look. After all, everyone has a mirror. Number 7, what she's wearing. Stay away from commenting on her clothes, unless it's positive. Compliment her by saying she looks great in her outfit. Avoid negative or critical questions about her dress. Imagine how you'd feel if, while hanging out with friends, someone questioned your outfit choice negatively. You might have shrugged off negative remarks about your clothes, but for women, it can hit harder. It can really damage their self-esteem. Such comments could even be a deal breaker for them, making them lose interest in you. Remember, it's not your place to dictate what others should wear. When you, as a man, question a woman's clothing choices, it suggests you think they should dress to please you, which is not the case. Number 6, commenting on her eating habits. Avoid giving women unsolicited dietary advice. Unless you're a health professional, it's not your place. Remember, she's an adult who can make her own choices. If you're a guy looking for a confident, self-assured woman, just relax. A confident woman knows how to take care of herself. Aim to be the guy who's attractive in his own right. If you're not in great shape yourself, don't expect a woman to meet unrealistic fitness standards. Have realistic expectations. If you want to be with someone attractive, focus on being attractive yourself. If you struggle with making good food choices, you're not in a position to advise others on their diet. Women often face tough and unfair expectations about their appearance and diet. By telling a woman what to eat, you're implying she needs to fit into societal standards, and that's not fair. Number 5, telling her it's not a big deal. Always be respectful when someone feels something is important to them. It's not your role to judge the significance of their feelings or perceptions. A truly confident man understands and respects others' feelings, rather than trying to diminish them. He's in tune with his own emotions and doesn't feel the need to change someone else's. Telling a woman that her concerns aren't a big deal is not only insensitive, but it can also come across as dismissive and even misogynistic. Such attitudes can be a major turnoff. Remember, it's important to acknowledge and respect emotions, especially in women who might be more expressive about their feelings. Brushing off their emotions can be really off-putting. Women appreciate sensitivity and understanding, not someone who downplays what they feel. Number 4, her past relationships. It's natural to be curious, but digging into her past relationships isn't a good idea. You want a girl to be interested in you, right? So, avoid asking about her previous partners. Such questions never lead to anything good. If you ask about her past relationships, it might make you look insecure, and insecurity isn't attractive. Women are drawn to confidence. Asking about the number of guys she's been with comes off as shallow. And honestly, what difference does it make knowing that number? If she has a history with multiple guys, you might unfairly judge her, or it could knock your confidence. It's better to focus on the present and future with her, rather than dwelling on her past. Number 3, Bragging too much. Many guys mistakenly believe that most women are only after money, but that's not true. Sure, some might be, but they're not the majority. This misconception leads a lot of men to show off their wealth excessively. They brag about their money, cars, luxury items, the fancy neighborhood they live in, or how big their house is. But this approach can backfire, as it often comes off as boastful and superficial. It suggests that a guy is insecure and trying to compensate by flaunting his assets. To a woman, this kind of behavior can make it seem like you have no real personality and are just using your wealth to attract attention. While some women might be drawn to this, they're often the type who are only interested in your money and will leave once it's gone. True connection is about more than what you own. It's about who you are. Number 2, talking about your past. When you talk about your past relationships, it reveals a lot about your character. Many guys make the mistake of bad-mouthing their exes, using harsh words, and putting them down whenever they can. This behavior is a big turnoff. The woman you're currently with will likely think you'll do the same to her if things don't work out. She'll worry that you'll speak negatively about her to others, just like you're doing about your exes. Instead, try to be the guy who speaks kindly about people. You don't have to overly praise your exes, but speaking well of others shows that you're a decent and respectful person. This trait is much more attractive and gives a positive impression of you. Number 1, don't be an egomaniac. Stay away from acting like you're better than everyone else. It's not appealing to constantly talk about how many girls are after you or to act like you're the best thing ever. Humility is much more attractive. Bragging about yourself, especially about how desirable you are to other women, is a big no-no. Women generally find it off-putting when a guy is full of himself and talks about how every woman wants him. This kind of attitude suggests that you're self-centered. If she sees that you're only focused on yourself, she's likely to walk away eventually. She might not leave right away, but this kind of behavior can push her away faster than you think. Conclusion: keep to your normal routine and gradually pick up on these tips. It's not possible to grasp all of this at once. Practice these guidelines and incorporate them into your life. You'll notice a change in how people respond to you once you start following these principles. Steer clear of the phrases we've mentioned. With time, and if you stick to these rules, you're more likely to meet a girl who's right for you. And remember, don't get discouraged if things don't change overnight. These things often take time. If you have made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.